Today we're going to talk about why you need to kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Need to confess.
So one of the popular acronyms in sports training is known as KISS, K-I-S-S. It stands for Keep It Simple, Stupid. And it's there to help people keep the main aim or the main goal of training in mind at all times, rather than trying to get convoluted or overly complicated with things, trying to delve into this nuance or that nuance, this avenue, that avenue, and ultimately lose sight of what they're training for or why they're training in the first place. We live in the information age. People want to know what the studies are, what the evidence is, what's this say, what's that say, what's Wikipedia say about this. It's not a bad mentality to be in, but we have to understand that just because you know all of that is everything on WebMD or all that is everything on Google Scholar doesn't really mean you know how to implement anything. It just means that you know what the research is. But research evolves all the time, as does training practices, as does everything else. But just because you're state of the art, no, you could have been state of the art in 1930 and you not updated your way of thinking up until 2017. State of the art in research is the state of the art in research. What we are doing is we're practicing. We're doing it right now, right here. So we can utilize research to help. Do not, in any circumstance, go after research, go after that way of thinking, go after that complication over getting better at practice, over getting better at implementing it on yourself, over doing it, actually doing the thing you're trying to get better at. Because ultimately, that's where we're going to get the return. When we go looking at for more knowledge, or we go looking at for nuance, another thing that we're not addressing is the fact that the world is way more complex than we often let on. So you might hold up one study that says this way of training is better, or keto diet's better than a high carb diet. One study proves absolutely fuck all. One study is not evidence, it's a study. If you want to have evidence or you want to have actual proof, you require a systematic review and meta-analysis of a large body of data. One study does not prove anything. Karl Popper in the 50s went against anti-positivism in science. What positivism was in science was people would go and they would find the result that they wanted, and they would keep trying to find the same result that they wanted. And this is where the null hypothesis are trying to disprove your own hypothesis. This is where this came into science. So sports science is not the best science. Don't think that it is the best science. The blinding, placebo control, they do get done in sports science. Some sports science studies do them, but that is not commonplace. Systematic review and meta-analysis within sports science does happen. It's not like a regular thing. So look for review, look for systematic review, look for meta-analysis if you want something that is more authoritative than a single study. You can't take one study that looks at any topic within science, certainly not within sports science, and say this is the reality, this is how it is, because it's more complicated than that. Rather than getting dragged down into what scientists are saying or what the research is saying or what Mr. PhD over here is saying, experiment on yourself. Control your own variables. Take a log of your training. Keep a detailed log of your own training, and then change one variable at a time. So if you're on a diet, control all of your variables. Control your calorie intake, control your exercise expenditure, control your bedtime, control your wake up time, control your meals, and then from that position, reduce your calories. Once you're in that kind of scenario, in something like a weight loss diet, you'll be in an incredibly powerful position, because you will be controlling variables and then manipulating variables in such a way where you can actually track and see change. Strength training is the same thing. Don't just jump on programs. Keep your frequency the same. Keep the relative intensity cycling in a similar way, and then change your volume patterns. Or keep the volume the same, keep the intensity the same, keep the frequency the same, and then try different exercise variations. If you're systematic like that with your training, or you change the training of people who lift with you, then you can see change. You can actually, for that person, SSB bar actually works really well for gymming, because we kept all of these factors the same, but we changed that exercise variable and you got this result. People don't do that with their training though. They change everything, whole gun, shotgun it. Fuck Westside's bullshit, so I'm gonna go and do fucking starting strength. 531's bullshit, I'm gonna go do Smolov. They just change it. They change everything wholesale. For the most part, most people have no fucking idea what works for them, what doesn't work for them, because they don't actually sit and log their training in a systematic process. Be the experiment. Make yourself the experiment. And basically, what we want to do is you want to refine the basics. Get to the basics. So the basics of strength training. Find out what those basics are and then hone in on them and make them better. Relentlessly go to the basics and make the basics better. The other stuff, the airy fairy shite, it's not going to do anything for you, really. Get better at the basics. The people who get better at the basics the most are the people who win competitions. Thank you very much for watching. This is Stronger by the Day, part of Your Strongest Year, the free program. If you want to check out the program, www.yourstrongestyear.com. If you're watching this on Facebook, check out Cast Iron Strength Facebook page, give us a like. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to leave a comment for a question or a topic you want me to cover, please leave a comment below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.